Hey everybody, welcome to another adventure. Why is it dark out? Well, it is 5:15 a.m. And I am headed to a backpacking adventure with Bill Maksim and Jaison's from Toomuchgearguy. We are going to be backpacking in Quebec Run Natural Area, and for me that's 2.5–3 hours away, so I'm going to go meet up with them. Should be a great time, so come along with me. Excuse me, which way to the trailhead? Which way? That way? Okay. So we have made it to Quebec Run Wild Area, and I don't know if you can hear this or not, but there's a strange noise. Now, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but right over there, it's probably hard to see from here, but there's a windmill, and that's what I was hearing. But anyway, we have met up with Bill Maksim from Maksim Outdoors. I hope you all remember him.
Good morning.
He is the mastermind of this adventure. We were supposed to meet up with Jaison from Toomuchgearguy.
Yep.
But he will be showing up later and meeting us in camp.
Yeah.
So
hopefully he makes it.
What's your plan for us here?
So this is an all new area for me. I've never been here, but we can backpack here. This is a wild area, as Dave already said. So we're gonna catch the Hess Trail right behind us, link up with the Rankin Trail, and pretty much descend straight on downhill all day. And there are some really awesome developed campsites that I've seen on other YouTube videos. So we're gonna try to find the best campsite. We got here early, it's Friday morning, so I think we're gonna have some good choices. So we're gonna hopefully get a really nice creekside campsite and get there early, relax. This isn't gonna be like Dolly Sods where we're dining and crossing the river. So yeah,
we say that now.
Yeah.
But somehow I feel it's going to turn
yeah,
into
you never know. I mean, the skies might open up. You're with me, so it's probably gonna rain. Got some homemade dough. We're gonna hopefully make some bread tonight.
Ooh,
and just hang out around the fire, hopefully. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Always good to hang out with Dave. And yeah.
So if you've ever watched Bill's most of his backpacking adventures, most of them it always rains. So
yeah,
I'm hoping to change that, but the forecast wise, it may not happen. But I'll show you on the map here what we're doing.
Yeah. Okay.
So, according to Bill, we are right here. The plan, let's get down the Hess Trail to the Rankin Trail and stay somewhere along this Mill Run Trail, along Quebec Run. And while we're down at camp, Bill said we may go out and check out some of this grist mill trail and see if there's any old ruins. And then on the way back, I think the plan for now is head up this Brocker Trail and a straight shot back to where we parked. So come along with us, should be a great time. So Bill and I have our packs on, ready to go here. And there's a nice map right here. And the Hess Trail is where we're headed.
Yes, sir.
You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this. Another backpacking adventure with Dave.
So it's a beautiful start here already. You got the ferns, the nice tall open trees. Look at that. Very nice.
Supposedly there's some old growth forest back here from what I read as well.
Nice.
So, old growth forest, ice cream, the ruins of the old mill. So.
Should be a good time. I've got to say, this already looks like an enchanted forest with the ferns and how far you can see through here. Very nice. So Bill just mentioned how beautiful this forest is, and I say I gotta agree. The only thing I don't like so far is I can still hear that windmill whistling. It's in the background, but a little bit annoying. But it's not loud. It's just a...
It sounds like wind, like a wind gust.
Yeah, just a slight whistle. But very beautiful forest. The first part's a little bit like a roller coaster. I don't know if you can see Bill back there, and we're up and down.
We're going to have nearly a full moon tonight too, Dave.
Good. Wowie, wow, wow. Check that out. Just amazing. And the sun has come out, and I was doubting that we would see the sun because, like I say, Bill's the rainmaker, but right now it looks very nice. Yeah, I don't know if I said Quebec Run here is in PA. But driving in, I was in West Virginia coming in, and the West Virginia line is only a mile and a half from here, so we're very, very close to West Virginia. So this area was affected by a wildfire in April 17th, 2016, 400 acres. And it says keep an eye open for signs of the old wildfire, but I don't know if that was 2016. We may not see much of anything from it now, but we'll keep our eyes open. So this could have been some of the area that had the fire. I don't know, because there's not much growth up from it, but I don't really see any burned, and maybe some of the trees have a little burnt to them. Yeah, now that I'm looking, maybe. Was this one of the burnt logs, or is it just rotted? I can't tell. Still very nice. It's very thick in here, but I will say the trail so far easy to follow. Pretty defined trail, and red blaze very nicely. This would be beautiful when the rhododendrons are in bloom. Wow. Imagine what that would look like. So, you know, I always have songs running around my head, and this has nothing to do with anything, but the song that's going on in my head is, "Why don't you stay just a little bit longer?" Don't know where that came from or why it's in my head, but it's there. So please stay just a little bit longer. So I mentioned it 100 times, but it is just a beautiful trail. Very, very nice. So I believe occasionally I see remnants of the fire still. Like the base of these trees is very dark, and you can tell this must have been burned off at one time because it's not all growed up with briars and everything like that. But we are at an intersection, and I think I'll take a short break here and wait for Bill. Wow. All I can say is wow. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh. So we made it to a bridge here. Still haven't found the, I think, Rankin trail that we're supposed to be looking for. But I'm going to sit here and wait for Bill. He's a filming machine, so he stops and films everything, and that's why his videos are so good. But anyway, I'm going to wait here for him a little bit. So this is a nice spot for a rest, but this is the sketchiest bridge I've ever crossed. You probably can't see how crooked it is, but right here it feels like it's going to snap in half. Right here. And boy, when I put that pack on, that's going to be really scary. But beautiful stream though, check it out. But yeah, scary bridge. So Bill made it down here.
I did.
And we crossed the sketchy bridge together.
Yes, sir.
I don't think that bridge has too many years left in it.
No, it's looking pretty dilapidated right now.
Yeah, pretty ragged. But I think we're soon at the spot where we turn off and head down toward the camp. And I think we're both ready to hit camp already.
It's not even 11 o'clock.
Oh, look at that, early.
But
But we got about a mile yet, I believe.
yeah, I think Dave will agree. This is all about just kind of going down, relaxing, having a nice, enjoyable experience. And
Yep.
you don't have to kill yourselves when you're backpacking, right?
Yep. So, indeed made it to the Rankin Trail. We'll take it down to, I believe, the Mill Trail. And on the Mill Trail is where we'll look for a campsite. So, Bill, I didn't make it to Lion's Head because I was resting. Like you said, this looks like a mini Lion's Head right here. So, see, I didn't have to go all the way up the side of the mountain. Right here it is. Pretty cool. So Bill said the rumor is Confederate gold is hid somewhere in these parts, and I would hide it right in there if I was them.
That's what the rumor is.
Right in there would be a good spot. So lots of really cool rocks along this trail, and amazing how the trees are growing off of these rocks all along here. So yeah, this area keeps getting better and better. 1996 PCC. But wow, look at this, and look at the forest. A beautiful pine. Beautiful. And yet another bridge. Very neat place. Wow. Wow, look at this over here. There's a awesome stream. Wow. I'm sorry to keep saying wow, but if you were here, you'd be saying wow.
Pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, my kind of forest right here. Lots of pines, a lot of hemlocks. I just call everything a pine. Every evergreen you guys know I call pine, but mostly hemlocks. Very beautiful. Wow. So we have made it to yet another juncture, and this is Mill Run. And I believe somewhere down that way is where we will be setting up camp. So Bill and I have been scouting around here, seen a lot of nice campsites, but he hollered over to me. I was on the trail, he was following the stream, and he hollered over, I think we found it. Sure enough, I'll spin you around here. Check this out. Our own little island.
Can't beat this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll call it Billigan's Island.
Yeah, this is awesome. There's a little island campsite? Yes,
Yeah,
this is it,
this is it.
All right. What do you think, Dave?
Looks like it. Looks like home.
We got enough chairs for everybody?
Yeah. Very nice.
Home for the night. What is it, 1 o'clock? Not even?
Not even. But you know the mileage. It's further than we expected.
Was it?
Yeah.
What are we at?
I'm at 5.3 and I didn't turn this on until we were
Oh, yeah.
half mile, 3/4 mile in.
Yeah, so
we went 6 miles. So I don't know how many of you have ever been backpacking or camping, but one of the most satisfying things is once camp set up. And we have camp set up. Over here's Bill. Got his little tent on that side of the island.
Oh, yeah.
Up on Billigan's Island.
All set up, making some bread.
And he's making us some bread.
As promised. See if it comes out any good. Like I said, it gets a little better every time, so.
So that will be a first for me if it works out. Bread during a camping or during a backpacking trip.
Very simple.
Over here is where I'm set up. And we are expecting another visitor, and he will probably set up over here. But how about this little island? Isn't this neat? Huh? Does it get any better? Doesn't get any better than this. So I'll talk to you all later.
Good.
Don't tell Bill, but I'm gonna eat my airhead. I I can't wait.
That's what it's there for.
As soon as he gave it to me, I wanted it, so I'm gonna eat it now. Don't tell him though. You've never lived if you haven't had a airhead before. How many of you like airheads? They're extra good out here on the trail. Burn myself here. So Bill and I are boiling some water and getting ready for our supper here. For me, it's the typical ramen noodles. And let's see what Bill's gonna be having. Chicken Alfredo pasta.
Something new. I like to try different stuff, you know. Usually stick with the Mountain House meals, the beef stroganoff, but
yeah, that's a different brand there, isn't it?
yeah, give it a shot. See if I like it or not.
And you know, we have fancied up and going with the top ramen, but we also have wraps here to eat. So we got our ramen cooking up in the bag, and always use the freezer bags, that way they don't melt through. And we are brewing some coffee here right in the Stanley Cup. And Bill is stirring
up
and sampling.
ready for dinner. The one taste I got was pretty good, so thumbs up so far.
And later we'll get this lit. So I believe our ramen is ready. Check it out. I hate to repeat myself, but every time food tastes so good on a backpacking day or on a camping trip. And we have our coffee. A little too hot to drink right now. And Bill is enjoying his fancy chicken Alfredo.
It's excellent. Might be just as good as Olive Garden.
Probably not as good as my top ramen though. What do you think? But anyway, we're gonna eat supper and we'll see you later.
Me too. What time did you guys get here?
So our next guest has arrived, Jason from Too Much Gear.
That's me.
Good to see you again. Saw you at the meet up.
You too.
I'm glad you could make it.
What time did you guys get out?
We got here at 12:30.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we've been here for a while.
So when I was at Dolly Sods, Bill had the Katahdin water filter, and I was impressed at how quick the flow is out of these to fill a water bottle, so I had to go out and get one myself. I'll show you here the flow out of one of these. Look at this. I can squeeze that and it just zips out of there. Look at that. Wow, a couple seconds. So Jaison Toomuchgearguy is working on his setup here. Very cool hammock. Got the tarp over it. But Bill and I, while he's finishing setting up, we're going to head down the trail and make a loop here, see what we can see. Come along. So here is some stacked stones, look like definitely a foundation. Here is a cool spot, look at that. And that may have been where they dammed water up and it came through, possibly. Go out here and take a better look, maybe. Wow. Look down in there. Yeah, water would have flowed through here. So yeah, really cool area. Mill Run Trail and Grist Mill. So hard to tell what all remnants are out here. But we're going to search around a little more. Yeah, if I find anything cool, I'll show you. Just a beautiful place. Lots to see. So this looped around to the bridge. Bill and I were over there earlier and headed down that way to our campsite. Cool bridge though, check this out. Wow. Look at that. Wow. So that was our little loop. We'll see you back at camp.
I haven't even heard of this place until about a week ago. The Quebec Run Wild Area. Highly recommend it. Tons of great camping opportunities, and yeah.
So should I feel guilty? Check this out. Working, sitting. But I don't want to get in their way. They're doing a good job. The bread is starting to look like the blob. I'm afraid it's going to just take over and consume all of us in our sleep. Look at that fire, wow. But what a great campsite. Jaison Toomuchgearguy in his hammock here. Maksim Outdoors over there in that. And back here, DHD. So Bill is squirting out the bread.
I think maybe
And we'll come back later and see how we make out with it.
so far it's going swimmingly.
Chef Billigan on Billigan's Island is cooking us bread.
Maybe.
So, one log there is shooting steam out right across the bread.
You don't want to tell the story.
And I won't tell you that log came from a chair that somebody found in the woods that we had discussed may or may not have been a stool for a toilet.
We definitely have an interesting story going on tonight.
And now that piece of stool is in the fire, shooting steam across the bread.
Oh man.
That's the new trend, pea bread.
Pea bread.
The Maksim Outdoor Bakery. You can see that bread is puffing up there.
Kind of looks like one of those blobfish.
Those things are ugly.
We'll let you know how it,
Yeah, that's what I was like,
how it tastes here in a little while.
you know. You're okay looking.
So I think Master Chef Bill, Baker Bill.
Welcome to Maksim Kitchen here. I'm gonna try some bread baked over the fire. It's got a little char to it, but yeah. We didn't have any oil, so yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a non-stick foil.
It's alright. Dig in.
And the verdict?
Tastes like bread.
Okay. And there you have it. Baked,
As we burn our hands.
Bill's baked bread on Billigan's Island. So we have made it to another morning. No rain last night, which is amazing, especially since Bill's along, because he's the rain man. But anyway, I hope you heard some of them owls last night, because this place was an owl fest. I've been a lot of places and heard owls, but they were really prevalent here. I mean, just owl talking to one another after another. So hope I caught that for you. But anyway, we're gonna have a little coffee here this morning, pack up and get ready to hit the trail and head back out. So So I'll see you when we start heading out. Well, that's good.
That first sip, huh?
Nothing better than coffee in the morning, especially at camp. It's pretty good. So our other guest, Jason, showed up last evening. I don't know if I gave you a proper introduction to him. This is Jaison Toomuchgearguy.
That's me.
And here is a good example of Toomuchgearguy. Check this out. We got this hanging, backpack hanging, really cool hammock and tarp. We got the lightweight chair. He's got a table. He even made coffee this morning. But anyway, make sure you check out Jaison Toomuchgearguy. Anything you want to say to everybody, Jason?
Yeah, check out the channel if you're interested in learning and seeing some gear reviews. I do some unique stuff. I don't typically do a lot of the well-known brands, but try to find some of the smaller items to review. And example for this table, I'm sure not a lot of people know about it, but it's by Ruck and River. Just a little side table for you to hang out next to your hammock or your hammock and sit your coffee on or whatever. And that's just one example of all the gear that I have, and that's why they call me Toomuchgearguy.
So very cool. If you like checking out different types of gear and everything, this is the man to see. And we had a great time. I'm so glad. It was so great meeting you, and
you too.
Hopefully we'll get to do this again sometime.
Absolutely.
So check him out.
Thanks.
So all packed up and ready to leave Billigan's Island.
It was a good one.
Farewell, Billigan's Island.
You gotta send me a text too when you get to your site, just so I know you got there safe.
All right, bye.
And there goes Jaison Toomuchgearguy.
We'll miss you.
And we are headed.
Yeah.
We are headed the other direction back to our vehicles. So I probably won't show you too much on the way back, but I'll hit any highlights that we see along the way. So good times were already had. But yes, this was a beautiful woods to be in. So over there is another, and that I would call that the Big Island campsite. So we'll call that the DHD Island campsite. Don't tell Bill. Seaboat Road, Seaboat Trail, Mill Run. I'm gonna sit here and wait for Bill. Whew, that was all uphill, and it is humid.
Woo! How'd you like that hill?
That was a nice one.
Yeah, thought this was flat.
Yeah, yeah. We didn't drop down that much. How did we climb this big of a hill?
Ooh, man. Definitely deserve a break after that.
Wouldn't have been so bad, but humidity is awful, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sweating like, whew. So I knew it was inevitable, since it is a Bill Maksim adventure, that it would eventually rain.
Two things you can count on hiking with me is rain and owls.
And it is raining. Currently not too bad, and we're hoping it holds off enough until we get back. Raindrops are falling on my head. That doesn't mean that there's a to be turned red. Nothing seems to fit, 'cause raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. How many remember that? Thanks, Bill. I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? Yep, I've seen it. So I'm a little scared. We're headed back downhill, and every time we go downhill, yep, that means we got to go back uphill. Oh, it's too hot, lady. Better run for shelter, better run for shade. Oh, it's too hot. Yeah, the old song was just popping in the head this morning. Whew. Whew. Yeah. A little bit of under and over. Oh. Oh. Whew. So this is ugly yet beautiful, all at the same time. Ugly because I gotta go over this. So Bill said at the next intersection we'd take a nice break, and we are there. Woo! And I'm ready for one.
Alright, moving along.
I will tell you, I'm getting pretty tired, but this trail is just beautiful. Look at that. That's what keeps you going. Wow. I said I wasn't going to film much on the way out, but wow, it's just sight after sight. Beautiful, beautiful area. We're up on a little ridge now. We can look down into the stream there. Just amazing. This trail has been more than I ever thought. Very nice. Can go that way or that way. I'm going that way. So we are getting very close to a destination. I think it flattens out up top here, and we're almost back. So I think that's where we're gonna end this. Yeah, what an adventure. Great spot. I'd recommend it to anybody. Quebec run, wild area, way more than expected. So thanks, Bill, for asking me along. Had a great time. Great time with Jaison. So check out their channels. I'll put them up here again. But anyway, thanks for coming along. God bless all of you. I'm praying for all of you, and I'll see you in the next adventure. And also keep Bob in your prayers, and I thank you for keeping me in your prayers. I know that's what keeps me safe a lot of times out here on these trails. Think what you may, but I know your prayers definitely help. So I appreciate each and every one of them. I appreciate each and every one of you. See you next time. Bye.
It's not easy to continue on the path today. The road we need to travel is such a long, long way. I feel we'll never get there. The way just seems so far. No light in the tunnel. It's scary and it's dark. I think of what you told me. I remember what you said. You'll never leave or strand me. You give me strength instead. I can because you're with me. I can because you're here. I can because you promised you always would be near. So I continue on with vigor in my step. It's hard and yet it's easy to press on toward that goal. I'm thankful for your promise. I know you cannot lie. You gave yourself up for us so we can reach the sky. I can because you're with me. I can because you're here. I can because you promised you always would be near. Remember what you said. You'll never leave or strand me. You give me strength instead. I can because you're with me. I can because you're here. I can because you promised